All right. Yes, that is what I'm talking about. Yes, somebody got a signing bonus. You gotta ask. You you gotta ask. Good. Wait. And you went from 3 weeks to 4 weeks PTO? Hey! Woo! 4 weeks. Mm, yeah. Good. I'm glad that you talked to them about the vacation and moving the start date, um, because we want to make sure that that's not going to count against you when you start. Um, you're not taking unpaid weeks, like because they want you to start early. You're gonna just be unpaid during your family vacation that you're gonna spend $1 million for. No, uh, no, they have to figure it out. Yeah, good, good. Okay, so then I want. Did you hear back from your company's HR about the relocation package? Um, Sometimes it takes a little bit to jump through the hoops and get approvals. 2 weeks seems like they should at least have like a sense of if it's an it hasn't been a no thus far, so that is good. Um, but you now need to know because you're looking at 5,000 signing bonus as compared to a relocation package and what that's going to actually cover and whether or not they're going to make you sign something about the salary increase put into the offer letter. They're not going to do that. Yeah, we don't care about what's typical in the industry. We're not typical out here. Yeah, you know what? It might be also, it's a smaller company, right? They, I don't know if they have legal in house. And so because it's a little outside of the line, they may feel like, oh, that's something that we would have to like engage a legal person just to make sure. Okay, yeah, exactly. Because they're a smaller subsidiary of a larger organization, they don't have legal. They're using the larger parent organization, templates and process, and they would have to go to the larger organization's legal department to ask for an exception. You're not applying for an executive role, so they're not going to do that. Okay, so we have to stay inside of the lines, which is fine. Um, what I want to hear back from your current job on the relocation because I know that that is like the big one of the biggest things, right? A week of vacation and five grand right now doesn't matter if they're not going to help you relocate because that is alone is going to cost you $10,000. Oh, because it's the same company that we did the relocation with last time. It's the same company. There's like this girl relocates every couple years. Wait, but did they make you sign something last time you relocated? Oh, that's why. Yeah, they make you sign again. So what I've seen relocation packages in the past be is based on miles. They'll pay you per mile, but because you own a house now, you didn't own a house before when we did the relocation before. So because you own a house now, it may be a combination of miles as well as like they may pay for your realtor fees if you decide to sell your house and buy another house. Or because you've kind of been with them a little bit longer, you may be able to say, okay, well, Miles, and I got 3 kids. I need you also to cover movers, the expense of movers, so that somebody can come and pack you up and then unpack you. Because, girl, what I just did, you don't want to do. Okay, using your van in the middle of the night. No, no, I did not get movers. Me and my husband used his work van in the middle of the night and drove an hour each way every single night for 2 months. Don't do that. That, I work remote. I can't tell them to give me movers. They don't care where I live. Also, in the meantime, you need to make sure that you're interfacing with the office that you want to relocate to, so that they can be hungry for your arrival. Yeah, it doesn't have to be physically. Sit in on the meetings, meet the people, you know. Start getting abreast of news, and when they have Chamber of Commerce or city council meetings, maybe you go sit in on city council meetings and stuff like that, so you can, yeah, so you can start to, be the boots on the ground in that new town. Like, hey, they have a city council meeting. Do you want me to go and just, let just hear if there's anything that could apply to some of the projects that we're working or potentially be working, and meet the people and connect, whatever, like in anticipation for my relocation package. um yeah, so look and see what they gave you last time, and then just know that this time around we're going to be asking for, I don't know if you're planning on selling and repurchasing, but if you are, that's something that maybe you need to have a conversation with your husband about, just so you guys kind of have an idea of what the plan would be, so you can start asking for those things. Movers, you want to ask for movers? Ain't no way. Oops, girl, let me tell you, you don't want to do that. um and then, okay, so what I was going to say, for the new company, they can't go outside of the legal templates, right? But what you can do is have a soft agreement with them, and then send them an email. So if you do decide to go forward with them, you're going to send an email accepting, and you're in that email, you're going to say, you explained to me that you cannot put the subsidiary bonus in the offer letter, because that is unique to this company and not the parent company. You also have confirmed that we will be doing a review this time, and that it is realistic, given I meet expectations, to have this type of increase. You're not saying it's guaranteed, but you are writing back that you're accepting this because they have given you the impression that it is realistic that you will get that. Right? So that kind of gives them a little bit of wiggle room, but if it doesn't happen, you could be like, "Yo, okay, so what is the issue? Because I came on with the expectation that this was like really possible, and it's not happening. So what do we need to do to make it happen?" It kind of just sets it kind of sets the stage to be able to hold them accountable if they don't follow through, right? Um Hopefully we don't have to come to that point. Hopefully they just give you what we asking, because it's not that much. And I think because they're stuck in the budget period, they can't give it to you now, and so and also they're like, oh well, if we wait for you, like, what if you don't start, somebody else could be here. It sounds like maybe they have a little bit of heartburn on some past employees. So once you guys get to working and they see how amazing you are, unless they're a messed up company, think of it like this. Um, think of your signing bonus as that increase, right? And so if you can then follow up in writing, you're going to get this additional increase after 6 months based on you meeting performance expectations. Then honestly, because the signing bonus is the amount that you want, but you're only going to be working for half the year. So you get a whole year's worth of that increase, but only have to work for half a year. Versus if they would have given it to you now, you would have only actually received half of it. But again, I want to know what's going to happen with your current jobs and the relocation because do you know how long you signed for last time? So you're beyond that time frame now. Okay. No, no, no. Don't do that. Don't do that. Don't do because what you focus on and what you believe manifests. So if you need to look, they did it for you before. Why wouldn't they do it again? It is it's going to benefit them. You are providing value. It benefits them. They've already done it for you. So I need you to scratch that thought, get in the mirror and tell yourself that over and over again. They've already done it for me. They're going to do it for me again. They need me. I'm the value that they're providing. They're lucky that they can help me move over. And like I said, you need to find out who he had to pull. And you need to make sure that you start building a personal relationship with whomever the powers that be are because it's wonderful to have your boss advocate for you and HR go through the hoops and everything, but who ultimately says yes, that you need to have a direct line with them. This is so fun. Isn't this fun? Oh, I'm so, you're so welcome. You're so welcome. Exactly. You're so no, they don't tell you these things. They don't teach you these things and that's why I do what I do. And yeah, okay, so it's nerve-wracking, but that's why you have me. And I enjoy it. I think it's fun. So at least Oh, yeah, they're good questions because my coach is Malia and she's going to make sure I get what I deserve. Good. Very good. All right, well, keep me posted. You're welcome. All right. Okay. Bye. If you want help negotiating, navigating your career, going after opportunities, getting more visible, finding your confidence, basically, if you don't feel like you're valued, I'm here to help. Join my community. You see, I'm on the phone helping one of my members. This is what we do. This is what we do, and I'm here to support you, to guide you, to help you navigate tough conversations and uncomfortable situations so that you get out of your career everything that you've been putting into it. All right? So, until next time, y'all, stay savvy.